Zerbiak, you like that isolation. Take it down to the baseline. Spin to the paint, left hand. What a sweet baby hook. Tim Duncan, that fooled me. Thought he'd go to a 2-point deficit.
Both shots he made from almost the same position, top of the key.
Pick and roll game. AJ, take two. Tim there for the tip try. Getting up with it again. Tim Duncan wouldn't quit. Tim with a jump hook. They need it. Back to 11. And a final shot coming up for the T-Wolves in a very productive.
Duncan. Triple team. Missed the shot. Half no good. Duncan down with it again. And no doubt that time. Look at Tim Duncan in the relentless pursuit of that ball. Carmelo can't get his hands on it. And then the quickness of Tim Duncan, the MVP champ.
When Kobe just did that, I thought I was seeing Dr. J. and Mark Landsberger all over again.
It had that feel. Duncan goes over Robert Horry that time.
You're trying to get it to Duncan. You've got to be cognizant of the fact that we got to move, we got to cut. As the other players, you've got to stay involved and not just be caught standing around watching Tim.
Duncan up and under O'Neal somehow.
A pretty good show.
Duncan having to go one-on-one virtually every time. No movement without the ball.
Came on in the second half after a slow start.
And that's what always happens against rotating defense. And if you got a player that's patient like Fox, you can get that way.
Duncan got the step and possession.
13 games the Lakers will have played just to get to the Western Conference Finals.
Tom said a long time ago they were going to get there to be their toughest test.
Точно выполненным штрафным. 67-53. Данкан против Роберта Ори. Бросок 2 очка.
The Spurs last 11 points.
Well, they got to be careful, Bob, not to have him do it all right now. He needs some help.
Or does he?
Wow. Wow. If you're New York.
Duncan hits the jump hook.
They were ready early. They had the dark glasses on. It's in the inside dark room.
All right, Tim Duncan on the fire. And Rick Popovich.
Jaren Jackson, just 2 for 15 since a big game 1. Duncan against Thomas. His moves in the post are so much more polished.
Поверьте, столько никому не платят. Тим Данкан в Европе, естественно. Тим Данкан бросает через Роберта Ори.
And aggressive, and in the last couple of minutes, that has all changed, and they've gone back to being a little indecisive.
Oh, great position down low. Duncan just turns around and drops it in.
Well, David Robinson has not played particularly well here in San Antonio.
Over the years, David Robinson had his number when he was quicker and he was healthier.
Magic a little carried away there, calling one of the top 5 playoff performers.
No, wait a minute. He said 10 or 15. which I would buy. I would buy 10 to 15. He said he's among the top 10.
Perfect position, forcing Shaq to take tough shots, and Shaq has been making them.
Duncan gets to the inside.
Duncan again. Sean Elliott guarded by Houston. Elliott has been quiet offensively in this series. Here's Duncan against 2 defenders, banks it in.
35 секунд осталось до конца второй четверти. После сирены вы поступите в распоряжение Александра Мошкина. Демонстрация.
Spurs took a long time before they finally got control of the ball game in the fourth quarter against the Trailblazers, and then had to go to OT to win it. Duncan over Ostertag. Great shot.
First half, he was 0 for 5 in the second. They need Childs.
Childs played only 7 minutes on the bum knee in game 4. Duncan. Duncan with Thomas on him. Little fadeaway jumper is good.
Now that was a powerful move that time by Duncan. He actually got banged and he was able to continue on through and
Tim Duncan. Ward coming over to help Johnson. The turnaround is good.
They're going to have to give him some help. Larry Johnson has got fouls in the post. He takes his time. No hurry. comes down, he goes back, steps in between the double team and just too big and tall and finishes against Larry Johnson.
Duncan right there. And how many did Robinson have? 4 for David Robinson.
Oh, what a shot by Duncan.
The tandem block that time. Show him one way, come right back. That's a Larry Bird.
You know, he's the all-time leading scorer in the history of the Big Ten Conference, and playing for Bob Knight, that's not easy to do.
Wait a minute.
Here goes Duncan now up over Weber, making it look easy.
Take a look at the footwork right here by Tim Duncan. That's a nice pivot off the glass. It's a smart move to try to put the ball in his hand.
Oh, nice move by Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan in that no charge.
Effective for the Spurs so far in these playoffs.
Down low for Duncan. Mark Madsen will attempt to guard the back-to-back MVP. Hits the turnaround and the foul.
Area of concern, Greg, how this Grizzly big guys can shoot the ball well from outside. And one tip. AJ into Duncan. Duncan. Oh, man. Kersey. Duncan. Tim Duncan.
But here he is in the NBA on the championship team. It's Duncan with a pick on Ostertag, and Ostertag bit it easily.
Yeah, and one of the things.
And Duncan has it again. Why not keep going to him, huh?
Well, I mean, you've got to be crazy if you don't. It's been a long time since I've seen a center dominate a game like this.
Tim Duncan with the career.
They have the best record of any 8 seed in the history of the NBA. They won 47 games after one, but they've opened it up here in this second quarter. Over Garnett, Duncan scores again.
Playing it down there. Here's the PA announcer, Ray Clay, tell you there's 2 minutes left. Duncan turns with the left hand and
in the fourth, Warriors got very perimeter, and the Spurs came all the way back to win it.
It seems like that's a little pattern. We've seen that happen before, haven't we? 10 points in a quarter.
56-64, Spurs on top. 3:12 remaining in the third. Duncan kind of triple team, still able to get it in.
From the field, Garnett though, he had 32 in the last one, the overtime victory. Tim answers.
That's not the guy Flip Saunders wanted to take the first shot of the second half.
There's the guy the Spurs would like. Prime Tim Duncan.